What is up, my boners? This is MrITryHard here, the nastiest commentator in all of motherfucking YouTube. How you guys been doing? I've been doing motherfucking fantastic, and today we have a gameplay of Domination on the Map mission for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Now, before you guys go crazy and say, oh my god, where the fuck is it gay? I just want to say, we're making a few changes to this channel right now. We're going to have Is It Gay only once a week. We're going to make better episodes, more polished episodes, because it was really hard for us to pump out 2 of these videos a week, 2 Is It Gays, and it was a lot of work, and to be honest, we just want to make this, like, we want to make that series a whole lot better, and we feel like having it twice a week is not the solution, so we're going to have it only on Fridays. By the way, Fridays is crazy because we have Is It Gay on my channel, we have Would You Rather on K-Pop's channel, and we have Get the Cock Off Your Chest on Dr. Chiz's channel, and a lot of migraines going to be coming out on Fridays, but man, you know what, I love you guys, and I couldn't even stop even if I wanted to. Now, I have a pretty good idea for today's video. I want to talk about penis size, because we talk a lot about sex on this channel, believe it or not, haha, that I feel like I want to educate you guys about penis sizes, because it's like one of those mysteries in life where like people don't really know like how big a penis should be, and they think their penis is too small and all that good stuff. So I actually brought up some statistics. I was like reading through them before I did this video, so let's get right down to these like weird ass statistics, and we're actually gonna go by country. No, you know what? Let's actually start by getting the average penis size for a man. Like, this is worldwide, alright? So the average, I'm gonna go with inches for this episode, because inches I think is easily understood. And I think it's like one of those, you know, if you're gonna measure your penis, you're gonna measure in inches, not in centimeters, alright? So even though I'm Canadian, whatever. So the average penis size for a man on this earth, like where else would he be, is approximately anywhere between 5.5 inches to 6 inches, alright? And that's hard, alright? So erect, fully erect penis. And by the way, if you don't know how to measure your penis and you really want to do it, just grab a ruler or a tape measure or something, and you gotta measure from the top of your, don't measure from the bottom, because that's gonna add like an extra inch or something. So you wanna measure from the top, right? You measure from the top all the way to the tip when it's fully erect. So go ahead and fact my video and then go measure your penis. But, I'm just kidding, if you really wanna measure it, go for it. I don't even care. Now, I know a lot of you guys are telling yourself, wow, 5.88 inches sounds kind of small, right? That's not the number I had in mind. And actually, back in the 80s and 90s, the general consensus on penis size was that the average was closer to like 7 inches, which is actually kind of big, in fact. But what would happen is, the way that like they ran their surveys was they would go out and just ask people how big their penises were, right? So you would meet a guy down the street and he'd be like, hey sir, excuse me, I'm doing a survey on penis size, can I know how big yours is? Well, think about it this way. If you're down the street and like you're walking down with your girlfriend and like somebody stops you and asks how big your penis is, what are you gonna say, right? You're more likely to round up and, you know, maybe exaggerate a little bit. Or, like, even if you want to be honest, maybe you've measured it wrong, stuff like that. So, the general consensus back in, like, the 90s was that the average penis size was closer to 7 inches. So, that was kind of like, you know, just way too big for us. So, like, a lot of people were out there thinking that they had smaller penises than everybody else in the world, when, in fact, it was probably just average. So, you guys, if you think your penis is small, probably not that small, because about 75% of all males have a penis between 5.5 and 6 inches, or 6.5 inches, stuff like that. So if you're bigger than that, you know what? Kudos to you. Alright, now that we know the actual true average penis size worldwide, we can have a little more fun with this and divide this by country. Because you know what? Some countries tend to have smaller penises. It's just hereditary, I think. It's just the way shit works, man. So let's actually divide this. I actually have a world graph in front of me with all shades of colors and different sizes of penises. I'm going to link it down below for you guys if you guys want to go check that out. I tweeted it earlier today and people had fun with that. So, alright, so the smallest penis size on Earth by country on average comes, it's actually a tie. It comes from South Korea and North Korea, weighing in at a whopping 3.8 inches on average. And again, this is hard erect penises, so 3.8 inches. If you want to like compare that, I'm pretty fucking sure that my iPhone is just as big. I think I haven't seen the actual stats on the iPhone. I got an iPhone 4 here. It's probably the close to that. So that's the smallest, followed closely with a whopping 4 inches by India, Cambodia, and Thailand. So all those, I don't want to discriminate. I'm just saying facts here. Just by the way, like all you people out there watch my videos who are from all the Asian places out there, you guys tend to have smaller penises. I'm sorry, it's just the way shit works. All the red on the map, which represents the smaller penises, are countries like China, India, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, South Korea, of course, Japan, and all those places. So those tend to have the smaller penises. Now, let's travel a little bit closer to home here. The majority of my subscribers come from the US of A, the good old home of the free and all that good stuff. You want to know how big your penis is? Well, according to this graph right here, and according to these statistics, your average penis size, fully erect, is 5.1 inches. Still below average, I might add. I'm sorry, but that's just the way shit works. If you're going to talk about Canada, which is my country, we're a little bit bigger up here. I know, it's probably the fucking cold. I don't even know. We are coming in at a 5.5 inches, a little closer to average. I also want to add that 5.5 inches seems to be the general norm for a lot of countries out there. If you look at Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Germany, the UK, Poland, Ukraine, all those places have one thing in common. All their males have an average, I'm kidding, but like the general average of penis sizes for all those countries are 5.5 inches, which is still below average, I might add. The average, remember, is 5.88 inches, so still a little bit below average. So you guys are probably asking to yourself now, MrITryHard, where the fuck are the big dicks, right? Where are the big penises at? Because, again, all those places, all those people in the world have penises smaller than average. There's got to be a place out there where people have huge fucking dicks, right? Am I wrong? I would like to talk to all my female subscribers, all the lady boners out there. Who would like to get boned by a big fucking dick, right? We all want to know where this is at. Now, if that's what you want, if that's your dream, you can go to a few places, one of which being my house near Montreal, just saying. But if you don't want to go there, you can always go to the Republic of Congo. They're weighing in at embrace yourselves here, they're weighing in at a 7.1 inch average. That is mind-boggling, because there are some people, like, I'm not sure if they actually performed all the surveys correctly over in Congo, because I don't even know. Like, 7.1 inches is mind-boggling, because there's some people out there with some small dicks in Congo. There has to be. And these guys are coming in with an average of 7.1. That means that there are some guys out there weighing in at like 10 inches and 11 inches. Of course, nowhere near me, but still fucking impressive. Now, if you don't like Congo, you can probably go to Ecuador, Colombia, Ghana, and Venezuela. I'm sorry. They're all coming in anywhere between 6.9 and 6.7 inches. Still fucking respectful, alright? Because that is way above average. And nevertheless, you will still get a good dick riding from all those people down there. I want to say that there is a general trend about this whole map. The further down south you live, like if you live on a continent like South America or Africa, odds are your penis is bigger than average, alright? That's just the way this graph works. I don't know if it's the weather, if it's because it's hotter down there, or because they wear less clothes, therefore there's less support for the penis, therefore over the years, decades, you know, centuries, their penis have evolved to be bigger than average because they've been hanging more. I don't know. I don't know if it's prettier. I don't know if the balls are also saggy. Don't even ask me that. I don't even know. But in general, like the general look of this graph says that the further down south you go, anywhere up north, anywhere like, you know, the United States, Canada, and all those like European countries, we're all about the same size. All right. In general, you can probably just assume that your dick is probably as big as the guy sitting next to you. But there are those anomalies. Now, if you look at the graph carefully, Hungary clocks in at 6.5 inches. That is huge. And their cousins to the east, Romania, is a tiny 4.9 inches, much smaller than average. Now, they are just neighbors. I don't know if the Hungarians, like, just crossed the border, and they're like, yo, Romania, suck my fucking cock, it's fucking huge compared to yours, and they can just do whatever the fuck they want, because it's been proven that big dick equals confidence. I just want to say that out there. If you have a big dick, odds are you are more confident than your partner who will have a small penis. Not partner, but your friend who may have a small penis. It just brings more character and more confidence. I don't want to, like, you know, again, this is just facts. I'm not fucking, like, you know, making this shit up, alright? So anyways, if you guys like this stuff and you guys want to see more, maybe I can do, like, breast sizes in, like, another video, maybe next week, something like that. Make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. And, of course, hit the jizz on my motherfucking pants button. Go check the map out if you haven't already, because I like this map, man. It's good. Canada beats USA. Just want to say, I love you guys. I love you guys, but we got bigger penises. All right, bye, and bye.